roommate stole from me, but I couldn't prove it. So I didn't confront her. I made her life a living hell for 2 whole years, and she never even knew it was me. If you've ever had someone betray your trust and walk away like they did nothing wrong, you're going to love this story. Hit that like button, subscribe, and stick around for one of the pettiest, most satisfying revenge stories you'll hear today. It started with a feeling. You know that gut instinct? The one that tells you something's off. I felt it within the first month of living with my college roommate. She was charming enough on the outside, nice smile, helpful in small ways, but there was something in her eyes, like a fox scanning the henhouse. We shared a room on a co-ed floor of 32 students. The dorm was split into 4 8-person suites, and while our rooms were our own, we all shared a big common study room. In there, each of us had a personal desk, our little academic sanctuary. I kept some of my personal items in my locked drawers, including a few pieces of jewelry that held deep sentimental value. One pair of earrings was a gift from my grandmother. Another, a simple pair of gold studs, was a birthday gift from my mom. I wore them often, until one day they vanished. I chalked it up to carelessness. Maybe I dropped them in the laundry. Maybe they rolled under the bed. But a month later, a bracelet belonging to my friend down the hall went missing too. Then a necklace. No one said anything out loud, but whispers started. And then fate stepped in. My roommate went away for a long weekend. I remember it clearly because I was thrilled to have the room to myself for a bit. But that weekend, maintenance workers came through our dorm to fix some wiring and outlets. And in the process, they moved the desks in the common study room. When they moved my roommate's desk, they found something. A box. They assumed it was hers and brought it to me. "Hey, think this belongs to your roomie?" one of the workers asked. Curious, I opened it, and my blood ran cold. Inside were all the missing items. My grandmother's earrings, my friend's bracelet, another sweet mate's necklace, 2 pairs of earrings that I had thought were long gone. My heart pounded. I was stunned, shocked, furious, but mostly helpless, because when she returned and I confronted her, she looked me straight in the eyes and said, "I have no idea what you're talking about." She claimed the box wasn't hers, that none of the jewelry belonged to her. She even acted offended that I'd accuse her. And technically, I had no proof. Just a box of stolen things found under her desk. It wasn't a smoking gun. It was a glowing red flag, but not enough to take formal action. So I didn't go to the authorities. I did something else. Something deliciously petty. Something that would stick with her longer than any disciplinary note ever could. I remembered something. She couldn't change her school email address. It was tied to her university ID. That was locked in for 4 years. So every time I signed up for something that required an email, even if I had zero interest in the site, I entered her email. Nonprofit newsletters? Signed up. Random club events? She's on the list. Political party updates from every possible leaning? Oh, absolutely. But I didn't stop there. I got my boyfriend in on it. He was tech savvy and had a mischievous side. He took it up a notch. He signed her up for every job site under the sun. Some legit, others deeply shady. He subscribed her to at least a dozen adult websites, spam forums, horoscope services, investment schemes, and fake, you want a free iPhone mailing lists. Any website that might sell your data to advertisers? Boom, her email was in. We even joined her up for early signups to next year's a cappella auditions, sorority rush updates, and cooking classes. Every time I came across a form that said, "Enter your email," hers went in. At first, she didn't notice. Most people get a little spam and ignore it. But after a few months, her inbox became a war zone. She tried unsubscribing at first, but the spam just multiplied. I'd walk past her and see her inbox open. Hundreds of unread emails. She'd sigh loudly. Sometimes she'd complain to our friends about the university's awful spam filter. But no one had a solution, because there wasn't one. The university email was hardwired into the school systems. Professors used it. Departments used it. She couldn't just create a new one. She was trapped. By our junior year, she had resorted to creating a secondary Gmail account just for personal use. But the damage was done. She missed academic deadlines, forgot about group events, and even lost out on an internship interview email that got buried under an avalanche of spam. She never suspected me. Not once. We kept things civil. I didn't treat her differently, didn't gloat. That was key. Let the revenge burn slow, silent, and irreversible. By senior year, her inbox was a digital landfill. Job search season came, and while the rest of us were trading application tips and networking leads, she was trying to find real emails buried under offers for exotic dating and Nigerian investment scams. One day, she broke down in the common room. "I don't know what's going on with my email. I can't find anything important in there anymore. It's like I'm drowning in junk." I almost felt bad. Almost. But then I remembered the earrings. My grandmother's earrings. And I remembered her looking me in the eye and lying without flinching. Nah. She earned every megabyte of misery. Some revenge stories are explosive. Loud. Confrontational. But sometimes the best revenge is the kind they never see coming. No screaming. No fighting. Just a steady stream of consequences they can never trace back to you. Karma doesn't need to shout. It just needs patience. If that story gave you chills or made you smile even just a little, smash that like button. And tell me in the comments, what's the most satisfying revenge you've ever witnessed or heard about? And of course, subscribe for more real revenge stories just like this one. We've got plenty more where that came from.